Welcome friends. Today's tree or large shrub chosen for tree talk is sea buckthorn. Sea buckthorn is very prominent shrub in the cold desert of Ladakh. And why it is called sea buckthorn? Usually this is found at the beside the sea in the coastal belts in the Mediterranean region. But it has some superficial resemblance with buckthorn. The true buckthorns belong to the bear family, Ziziphus ramenaceae family. That is the Ramenus. That is the true buckthorn. But this resemblance is superficial. So this is another shrub which is found in the coastal areas beside the sea, as it is tolerant to the salt in the air or salty conditions in the water or the soil. So it is saline tolerant species. Sea buckthorn belongs to the family Oleaster family, to which our Elaeagnus belongs. Elaeagnus umbellata, parvifolia, bunkanak, kankoli, Oleaster or silverberry. The same family Hippophae also belongs. Elaeagnus is hermaphrodite flowers, whereas in case of Hippophae and also another genus also which is also in the same family, Shepherdia, the plants are male and female separate, means flowers are unisexual. So sea buckthorn, which is found in Ladakh, is locally known as sarmang or sarbang in the Ladakhi language, whereas very similar species but now segregated into independent species, Hippophae salicifolia, means willow-leaved sea buckthorn, found in Garhwal Himalayas. That is tree-like. It is very large tree-like and leaves are about 1 centimeter broad. They look like willow-like leaves. And that species found in Garhwal Himalayas is called as tarva in vernacular local language, also called as dharchuk or chuk. That is Hippophae salicifolia. Another species found in Tibet, China, is Tibetana. This is also large sized shrub or a small tree. And in the recent survey carried out in Changthang area by the scholars of Jammu University, Sonam and Vinukol, it has been reported that even Hippophae tibetana is also found in Changthang Valley, and it is also reported from the Janskar. So we can safely say the three species, Hippophae ramonoides, which is very common in Kargil, Nubra, Leh, and Hippophae tibetana, which is seen in Janskar and also in Changthang area, and third species Hippophae salicifolia, salix-like leaved, found in Garhwal Himalayas. So other species which are not found in our cold desert area but they are found elsewhere, especially in China, that is another species Hippophae goniocarpa. This also becomes tree-like in habit. Another species is also reported as neurocarpa. So it is identification of the species is based on the character of the fruit, as the species name goniocarpa or neurocarpa signifies. Identification of the various species is also based on the leaf size, leaf structure, but basically what kind of scales are present, whether they are simple scales, silvery scales, or they are peltate scales, and what is their abundance and other characteristics, it determines which species it is. Local names are same for all these species. So Sarwang in Ladakhi, Tarwar Dharchuk in Pahadi Uttarakhand Hindi language, sea buckthorn in English, and scientific genus Hippophae is derived from the two words. Hippo means horse and phae means shining, to shine. Basically, in ancient history, it was presumed that feeding the horses the leaves and tender shoots of this shrub brings shine on the coat color of the horses. So it got its genus name, Hippophae. So still it is used as a feed, fodder for the livestock. Hippophae ramonoides variety Turkestanica is common species seen in Ladakh. Male and female bushes are separate. Male flower 2-3 they are born in clusters, whereas female flower is solitary and it is two-lobed, no petals. Petals are absent. Single ovary and single ovule, anatropous ovule. It is thorny, as we find the true buckthorns, Ramonas species. So it is also thorny. It produces the orange-red berries during the autumn time, October, November, that is the ripening time. But berries remain on the bushes for 2-3 months till March, April. So they can be harvested even late. They are rich in vitamins. Vitamin B12, exceptionally rich. Vitamin C, vitamin E and vitamin K. Minerals we find copper, magnesium and potassium in larger quantities. We have many polyphenols. We have polyunsaturated fatty acids in the seeds and monounsaturated acids in the pulp. So both fruit pulp and the seed is used for the extraction of the oil, which is called a sea buckthorn oil, which is traded in the market and it has a lot of cosmetic use. It is used even in the medicines, local folk healing. For example, Hippophae tibetana. This is also reported to be useful for cardiac disorders, useful for the gastric troubles. It is also used in food supplements. This is a nitrogen fixing plant, nitrogen fixing shrub, Hippophae. And here the nodule are formed by the bacterium, filamentous bacterium called Frankia, as we find even in case of Elaeagnus. And even in elder tree we find nitrogen fixing quality. So having this quality, it has been used largely in China for the land reclamation, for the soil improvement, for the conservation of river banks. Usually the shrub is found in the riparian locations, sandy locations. It is drought resistant, but during flowering time, March, April, it is very sensitive to moisture. Both male and female plants need to be planted if we have the better seed fruit production. For this purpose, sexes cannot be identified before the plant starts flowering. So it is mostly planted by the multiplied vegetatively. So vegetatively we can propagate through cuttings also. This shrub, Hippophae ramonoides, being nitrogen fixing, rich in antioxidants, has been used in the preparation of many shampoos, especially the sea buckthorn oil, even used in the anti-wrinkle creams, even the sunscreen lotions against the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiations which we usually encounter at higher altitudes. Hippo is found at high altitude above tree line 3800 to 4200 meters elevation, colonized by the nitrogen fixing drought resistant dioecious nitrogen fixing shrub Hippophae tibetana. Hippophae salicifolia, found in Uttarakhand, also finds use in the local beverages. Fermented fruit berries, they even yield the liquor. They have been used for jams and jellies and sharbats. In Ladakh we have the NGO also, and even the DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, they have put up a field research laboratory, and they have innovated the herbal tea from the dried leaves of the Hippophae ramonides subspecies turkestanica, locally called as sarvang. So sarvang chai, herbal tea, is also available. Even the layberry juice. For this purpose also, there is a unit functional at Leh. Especially DRDO has innovated this juice for the army personnel who are stationed in Siachen. Very high freezing temperatures, minus temperatures, and in that location ultraviolet radiation impact is also more, so it is used to improve the health of the army personnel. So layberry juice is also available sometimes in the local market. Hippophae ramonides is about 3 million hectares area, or even more than this. Some in the wilderness, some in the under plantations. Even in China, about 1.2 million hectare area is in the wilderness and 1.5 million hectare under plantations. It has also been introduced in the Canada, Bolivia, Chile, even in Europe, UK. Even in the Kew, we find some specimens. This is also found in Europe, and this has also been tried under ex situ conservation in the Botanical Garden of Kashmir University, few bushes. If we talk about sea buckthorn, Hippophae ramonides, subspecies turkestanica, mostly we focus our geographical distribution focus on Ladakh. It is found in Nubra, Kargil, Leh, Chanskar or Changthang. But even in Jammu region, we have the Hippophae ramonides, subspecies turkestanica. It is found in Varvan Valley, Inshan Afti, in the Madhwa forest range, which falls in the Kishtwar district. Similarly, even in Kashmir region, apart from Ladakh, we also have the sizable population of Hippophae ramonides in the Gurez sector. We find its luxuriant growth along the river bank Kishnganga Valley, right from Tulel. It is very prominently seen even at Chorvan, where lies the Habba Khatun mountain, very near to the line of control, LOC. And it is locally known as Burjeed in Shina language. sizable population of Hippophae raminoides existed at the village Badwan near Vampura, but due to the Kishanganga River Valley project, hydroelectric project, the location stands submerged. So we have lost some population of Hippophae raminoides in the Dawar area. About 200 or even more than 200 different kinds of products stands prepared by using the fruit, using the fruit pulp, using the fruit oil, using the seed oil and the vegetative shoots of Hippophae. It is used in various kinds of lotions, oils, creams, also in soaps, toiletries, cosmetics, and it has revolutionized the economy of China. Each year, the regular plantations of Hippophae are being carried out. It is very useful for soil conservation, very useful for soil improvement. It is very useful for treatment of tooth related problems, to build up boost the immunity because it has a rich source of vitamin C. It is also a rich storehouse of carotenoids. We find the carotenoids in the fruit of the layberry. They are carotenes which we find even in carrots. They are zeaxanthin which we find in maize also. And there are also plant sterols present. Astringency is due to quinic acid. Presence of quinic acid makes the fruit astringent, but the sourness is due to the malic acid. So in the fermentation process, malic acid need to be metabolized or transformed into lactic acid for its longer shelf life. Ladakh Development Ecological Group LDEG also pioneered work on the Sarwang Hippophae raminoides in Leh about a decade back. Presently, DRDO is carrying out all its research focused on Hippophae raminoides. The Forest Department also need to work on the plantations of Hippophae in cold desert region so that its benefits can be disseminated. Because it's a spiny shrub, so mechanical handling the fruits becomes very cumbersome. So seedlessness is the trait which is being focused. Seedless varieties, high yielding varieties, even the size of the fruit. Normally it is pea-shaped, pea size, chicken pea size fruit, but fruit due to polyploidy it can also be made bigger one with a higher yield of the oil content and other traits. This particular shrub comes very nicely in the degraded lands and the poor soils, but restricted to the higher altitude. So we need to identify the areas where it will be able to prosper much better way, keeping in view the research already carried out by scientists in various locations. This also stands introduced even in Japan, Korea. So Hippophae raminoides is very important nitrogen fixing wild shrub of Ladakh, Tibetan Plateau, Tibet, China, Mongolia. Also stands introduced in America, Canada, and it is very useful against the health problems. So research is also being focused on having the anti-cancerous properties of Hippophae raminoides, the way it was also focused on Elaeagnus species, Oleaster species, as well as the Hippophae raminoides. It may be able to contribute for the cancer treatment in future coming days. it delays the aging process in the elderly persons. So this shrub is considered as the multi-purpose shrub, and which also becomes a tree, especially the species Hippophae salicifolia, Hippophae tibetana. They become quite tree-like, and it has also been introduced in London. Thank you.